Hi, welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading about changing your life. I see somebody who has basically been able to identify what toxicity or issues were preventing them from moving forward. So we have the Three of Wands and the Devil in the Reverse from the Edgar Allan Poe deck. And then to add some clarification, I pulled Purity. So someone has taken a look at what was basically an obstacle in their path so that they can live a more authentic or virtuous life. So, what an appropriate reading for a Sunday morning, right, guys? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime chat. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's see what else we can find for you. I think we're going to start with the Fairy Godmother Oracle. Good morning. How's it going, Christina? Divine Love. Well, okay. Maybe this is a love reading, you guys. So this could be somebody who has decided that they need to let go of a fear of rejection or a fear of abandonment. Cheers, lady. In order to actually be able to move forward with a love that either they've rejected or has been rejected, I feel like it's more likely this is somebody who has rejected the love they wanted because they didn't think they could make it work, whether it was mental health concerns or differences in lifestyle. There was something here that made someone reject a love that they actually really wanted, and a love that would help them become a better person. So it feels like somebody has acknowledged that that was the wrong move and they want to correct whatever resulted from that. All right, we're going to also pull a couple from the Golden Lenormand. Let's see if we can't get that heart card. Oh, we have the whip. This could be tied to yesterday's reading. If you remember, I did my lovely little performance of a little whip. No, anything but the whip. Ooh. Wow, you guys, this is going to be an interesting reading. Okay, so we have the whip and the cross. Somebody argued and resisted something they really wanted, and then they went through the dark night of the soul. Christina, I'm so glad you enjoy that. So somebody was trying to avoid, I would imagine, a serious commitment or maybe even just like the emotions themselves, right? And this person found that pushing away this love that was really important for them has actually called into question whether or not they've been making the wrong decisions regarding how they live their life, what kinds of efforts or time they put into healing. And I feel like this person has seen a new perspective and would like to see if this divine love is still on the table. That's right here. It's definitely on the table, you guys. All right, let's get a few from the situations deck. I don't know, you guys. Do you want me to do the whip again? Christina, you love the voices. Let's just do it real quick. All right. The whip. No, anything but the whip. The whip. No, please, anything. The whip. Please, no, not the whip. Anything but the whip. Anything? The whip. You're welcome. That might be the last time I do that. I told my mom we'd have to watch because she didn't quite believe me that I did that on live streaming. I don't even know what that's from, you guys. The first card out, desire. So maybe somebody had to retire the fuckboy lifestyle. Maybe someone had to admit that they didn't want to continue to have superficial or meaningless relationships. They wanted to have somebody that they could rely on or trust in. And, you know, it can be sometimes a painful lesson when you realize that avoiding love and avoiding real connections can leave you open to being betrayed or, screwed over by people that don't care about you. Oh my gosh, I hope it is. But you know what, Christina? I think that was after I had already been doing that little skit with my mom. So I think the gingerbread man from Shrek took inspiration from somewhere else. It might even be like, a movie from the 60s or some shit. Either way, I'm going to ask. All right, we have the realization card in the reverse. So, especially because it's with the desire card, I feel like somebody was doing a little bit of escapism here, not wanting to face what was holding them back or what was making their life more toxic or difficult. But let's see, I mean, we know that something has changed here. So someone may have assumed a connection was physical or sexual, and then perhaps over time or after not having that person in their, energy anymore, realized that they wanted more. They didn't expect to fall, but they did. And now there's a need to have a conversation. Somebody wants to perhaps apologize for whatever argument took place or discord. Maybe this person has gone a little bit, ghost on you. Not my gumdrop buttons. No. Sorry, guys. I'll try to stay focused. Okay, so we have children in the reverse. This is making me feel like somebody's grown up. So there's some sense that maybe someone was, God, what was that character? Van Wilder. Maybe somebody was really trying to get the most out of their youth and their immature days. And maybe they've realized, okay, well, now I'm 30. Maybe I should like actually do something better for myself and have the ability to, tap into a stronger connection and live a more authentic life. This feels like somebody who's realizing that much of what they were doing in terms of avoiding this love was it was motivated by someone trying to maintain a reputation or trying to have other people view them in a certain way. What is this? So we have bounty hunter in the reverse and legal. Court paperwork filed. So someone may be running from the law, is one interpretation of this. It's convenient that I just watched Thelma and Louise. That might be impacting my perspective slightly. But I also feel like this could signify somebody doesn't want to keep like trying to find ways to live in a less than honorable way and avoid this kind of situation. Now, the other thing is, this could mean somebody knows there's been a significant change in their divine love's life. Maybe they sold a house, maybe they got divorced, something like that, where somebody is realizing that this person is no longer going to come after them. So if they want to pursue this divine love that they rejected, they have to take the action. They cannot rely on this other person coming back around because they're done chasing. This is feeling like twin flame dynamic switching, right? We'll continue with the tattoo tarot. All right, what else do we have? The Empress. Well, hot damn. I think I understand why somebody might have been inspired to make changes in their life because the Empress is not a replaceable kind of energy. There are not thousands and thousands and thousands of Empresses out there. There may be several that pretend that they are or wear a mask as if they are, but the Empress is a very difficult energy to obtain and even more difficult to maintain because this is somebody who doesn't, um, you know, this is somebody who's very virtuous, somebody who maybe has their head in the clouds a little bit, but this is a feminine energy that is often artistic and motherly, but also really intelligent. This is also a warrior queen, right? Because this is somebody who has been able to basically achieve all four queen energies. So, intelligence, reliability, love, and compassion. And what would be the last one? Which one was I not figuring out? Well, the Queen of Wands would be like pulling in, mastering the idea of I don't have to chase what I want. It will come after me. Whatever is meant to be in my life will be in my life. So this could have been something where a feminine energy leveled up from, say, a Queen of Pentacles or a Queen of Wands, and it has changed the dynamic in this divine love to make somebody no longer want to run. Now they have to chase because this Empress, she's not going to chase anybody. And it feels like this person has realized, whoever loves this Empress, that they may lose this Empress. I just want to point out, look at how similar these images are. The Empress is absolutely capable of divine love. And that's like, you know, the most delicious dessert you could find, right? So if you try to imitate that, it's not going to work out. It's like the other day I was talking about when you get a slice of unconditional love in your life after you have not experienced it, it can be really difficult to go back to what you used to do, right? Good morning, Lynn. How are you doing? Might have to use the noisy cards today. So we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. Why did I want to move it upright? So we have realization in the reverse. So this feels like somebody didn't know who the Empress was. In other words, somebody took this Empress as a lower value. Good morning, Savannah. Oh, I love that name. Hello. Is it Daph? Ooh, is it like Daphne? Good morning. So this person, I think, probably a masculine energy, encountered this Empress, perhaps as a queen at that point, but still a very valuable feminine energy, who they basically just assumed, oh, you're looking good. This is probably just a physical thing. I just want to, hit it and quit it kind of thing. And then they realized after a rejection happened or after walking away that that was their person, that it only started as a physical connection because there's a lot of passion between them. When they had to basically move on without this Empress, they realized the true gravity of their mistake and that they would not be able to find this kind of energy anywhere. The Six of Wands in the reverse feels to me like somebody realizing, I fucked up. I didn't realize that person was that special. I've tried to find another person even kind of close to this Empress energy, and I have failed. I have failed. So I feel like now this realization card is turning upright. But it took some separation and some, I think, learning appreciation for just how important that Empress energy is. I love it, Savannah. I have actually a niece named Savannah. I also really love Savannah, Georgia. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I love it. Ooh, it gave me shivers, you guys. Justice. So remember I said somebody's realizing after being a little bit obtuse that they need to correct this. They need to balance the scales. This feels like someone understanding, okay, this is an important person. I love this person. I was not able to replace this person because the connection is so strong. I have maybe only one more opportunity here to finally go after this person instead of waiting for them to come back to me. Have a conversation and be honest about how I feel and see if there's still anything that this Empress feels for me. Queen of Swords. There's some anxiety here because this Empress has had to deal with emotional manipulation and people taking her kindness for weakness. So we're going to talk about the Chariot in a second. We'll focus on the Queens here. So we have somebody that on the heels of dealing with emotional manipulation and people not returning the love or compassion that this Queen of Swords gave out, has reduced, I don't know if I want to use that word, has pushed this queen to re-examine the boundaries and expectations or the reasons one might allow or disallow somebody in their energy. And I feel like this masculine energy is very much so aware that this Queen of Cups that resides somewhere within this Empress has been impacted by others and has greater boundaries now, which means basically this masculine energy has realized if you use emotional manipulation in this situation, you will only be met by the Queen of Swords. You will be shown the door. You will not get anywhere. But if you lay down the emotional manipulation, if you focus on honesty, which of course is very important to the Queen of Swords, when you're talking about air energy, think intelligence and truth. So that's what's most important in this situation. Someone has to come forward, be honest, and let the Empress know what happened and how they feel. And now we have the Chariot. The Chariot is the fastest moving energy in the deck. I'm so glad it's Daffy. That's great. Oh, I'm so glad, Savannah. So we have an interesting detail here. Do you notice he's got the moons on either shoulder? That's like the High Priestess card and implies intuition in terms of understanding the past, understanding the future. But you know what I don't see here? With the High Priestess, you have one for past, one for future, and one on the top that's supposed to signify present. This masculine energy knows now what actually happened in the past, where they went wrong, what was holding them back. They know what they want in the future, but they don't know what's going on in the present. They don't know what you're thinking. They don't know how the Empress feels. They don't know what the Empress wants. They don't know if they still have a chance here. And with this Chariot underneath the legal card, there's something here about contracts, paperwork. Someone may be, in the law enforcement industry. There is something to do with the law going on here. This could be somebody who has gotten a divorce. This could be somebody who has decided they also need to move if their Empress moved away. Someone could have put together a prenup, something along those lines. For some of you, I feel like this legal element is they have had to end a relationship that was shining a light on what was missing for them, right? So this could be somebody who jumped into another connection or another relationship And that really solidified for them that they didn't want to continue to have surface level relationships or, one night stands, people who didn't actually understand who they are and inspire them to become a better version of themselves. This Queen of Wands in the reverse is telling me somebody is done with the more physically based relationships and trying to avoid a real connection. All right, let's see. We'll go with, nope, we're gonna do the noisy cards first. You guys, it's so hard to grab all of these at once because they just slip all over the place. Hair. All right. Nope, it's still there. You guys, my hair gets everywhere. It's so annoying. All right. What else do we have, please? The Hanged Man. I feel like this feminine energy is somewhat of a beacon of light for the people that know them and love them. Do you see how it's almost like a target with the holographic stuff here? I feel like there's something about this Empress energy that makes people become aware of what is holding them back, what they need to change, and help them change their perspective. If they change their perspective, they continue to be, friends with or in the life of this Empress, and it benefits them. If they don't want to change their perspective, if it's more of a Hanged Man in the reverse, this Empress is basically like delivering karma, right? Okay, well, you didn't want to change. You didn't want to realize what you needed to take out of your life in order to become a better person. So I'm going to leave. And then you're going to have the realization. Then you're going to have the dark night of the soul because you'll have had that taste of divine love and then had to deal with the void, the, loss of it. It's kind of what I just said. So we have the Hermit in the reverse and the Six of Cups. The Hermit in the reverse, this is like somebody who is saying, it's really dark and I could use this lamp to guide my way so that I could get out of a hairy situation or a difficult period in my life. But I don't want to. I'm afraid of lanterns, or I'm afraid of the forest, or I'm afraid of changing. That last one is a big one. If you want to have the best life possible, I encourage you to address any issues with adaptability or being able to transition into something different. Some of the most meaningful experiences of my life or lessons that I have gone through have happened when I have lost something really important to me and then changed whatever I knew I needed to, including moving down here, right? It's been so amazing to be in Tennessee and enjoy a more mild winter, but it involved walking away from a lot of people that I really care about, and that's not easy to do. Somebody here is having to determine, do I have the courage to listen to what I know I need to do and make the changes that I didn't make before in order to make the situation right with the Empress? So we have the Nine of Cups coming out kind of sideways, and then the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This Nine of Cups is often seen as wish fulfillment, but I actually see it more often than not as somebody who's being selfish or trying to hoard all of those cups up there, right? Now, with it coming out sideways, man, this guy is a little pudgy too. With it coming out sideways, I feel like we've got someone realizing that they lost what they want or what is most meaningful to them because they were being selfish, because they were too focused on, keeping up with the Joneses or what other people would think of them. And as a result, with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, we have somebody here who has realized that things have taken a turn for the worse, and they have to decide, are you going to change something? Is it time to pursue a different kind of life so that you can be happier? King of Swords in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles. So this King of Swords in the reverse is underneath the Queen of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this is confirmation for us that we had a masculine energy that knew the truth and did not speak it, did not, actually admit what kind of connection this was. And this was emotional manipulation, but also I see this Queen of Cups as somebody denying themselves the love that they want. This person was trying to control the narrative and likely was unwilling to admit that the reason they were uncomfortable with this Empress is because she was asking, maybe not even like vocally, maybe just subtly, are you ready to be a better person? Are you ready to live a more authentic life? Are you ready to let go of some of this superficial shit that you use to try to make your life seem more interesting? Hello there, how's it going? Is it Moo? Mao? I don't know how to pronounce that. Forgive me. One of my favorite artists, I think it's Moo, because it's the O with the line through it. And good morning, Joanna. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. Now we have the Ace of Pentacles, you guys. This is like a big, huge blessing, right? This is a big change to your life. This is a reward, right? Somebody sees that if they, instead of waiting to be chased, if they make the effort, if they make the move, they potentially get this new beginning, right? Now, I think there's a possibility for some of you. We have a masculine here who realizes, I've done the work to make myself better. I want it to appeal to this Empress. I want to be with this Empress. But even if I don't get to be with this Empress, she has inspired me to be a better person, and that will still mean that I end up in a healthier relationship than I would have before. So it's like a little bit of gratitude here, right? Like, I've become a better person. You helped me. You taught me. Ten of Cups in the reverse. I do think that this masculine energy has to let go of a relationship that has kept them stagnant. This could literally be, you have to move out of your parents' house. This could be you have to end that relationship you've had since you were 18 because it doesn't suit you anymore. There's something about letting go of the bullshit in the past so that you can create room for the new stuff. We'll continue with the beginner tarot. You guys, I was all worried that if I did a live at like 7 in the morning on a Sunday, no one would actually want to watch it. So thank you for proving me wrong. Four of Swords. And the Tower in the reverse. So this Empress energy has decided that she can't force anyone to change, right? And there's a Queen of Wands element coming out of this Empress in terms of, if you don't want to pursue something with me, that's your choice. I don't have to force it. I don't have to try to find a way to convince you to love me or to choose the right thing. I'm not here to sell anybody on being with me. If you don't want to do the right thing to be with me, you don't deserve to be with me. And this Four of Swords indicates to me that this Empress has had a little bit of time to herself, a little bit of introspection, solitude, maybe even time in nature, maybe healing from, sickness, anything here that seems to have generated an additional opportunity for this Empress to really appreciate who she is, right? this Tower in the reverse, somebody is seeing this Empress for who she is while acknowledging that they were maybe even trying to not see how great this person was because it was a little intimidating, because it asked them, are you strong enough to, what is it, to be my man? Who is that? Who sings that? I feel like it's from the 90s. Somebody had to go within and really think about whether or not that was, you know, something they were capable of doing. Because with the Six of Cups being clarified with the Strength card, I feel like this is a connection that made someone feel stronger, that made someone feel safe, but didn't make them feel like they were ready to be emotionally open or available. We have a lot of reverse kings or queens, and then also some in the upright. So I feel like this is a connection that has helped both individuals become better versions of themselves. I think for the Empress, more so letting go and not having to control the outcome. And for the masculine, more so, how can I be a better person by knowing myself better, by being able to speak my own truth and not feel like I have to hide that, right? Hi there, pirate. How are you? Joanna, you cracked me up. Kick rocks. There was a message I saw from Erica Badu, and she was talking about how her mother taught her to pick your friends like you pick fruit. And if someone isn't there for your best, self to help you become better, then they can kick rocks. I think she actually said kick rock, but All right. Ooh, was it Sheryl Crow? You're so right, Christina. Yes, it was definitely. Gosh, that was like so long ago. But yeah, someone was basically having to decide, could I be this reliable partner? This King of Pentacles is, in most people's opinion, the best energy from a masculine standpoint to be in a relationship with. This is somebody who wants to invest in themselves, invest in others, and be reliable and responsible. But we have it in the reverse, right next to the King of Cups in the reverse. Somebody has taken a loss because they were not willing to be authentic. They were not willing to speak from the heart to this Empress, and it has taught them a lesson. Judgment. This is a good sign. Someone has heard the call. Someone is awakening. You guys, we almost have all of the royal court out here. We have Empress, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. Do we have any here? King of Swords. And now we have the King of Wands. This feels to me like somebody who has figured out that they have to be at the energy of the Emperor if they want to be with this Empress. So now we have somebody who I think is addressing this last one, this King of Wands. Because if you ask me, we have somebody here who was letting themselves indulge in physical or sexual relationships without wanting any kind of emotional connection. And that's fine if you're, 18, but you gotta grow up sometime, right? And this person with the King of Wands coming out sideways, this person, I think, is realizing they have to let go of some of that more passion-based decision making and instead take action towards something that is better for them. It feels like this masculine knows if they don't take action soon, they will lose out on this Empress. Even if they do take action, they may not be able to come correct, right? We have the Two of Wands here, indicating that somebody is making plans. Somebody is ready for a new life, a different way of living. All right. I think I'm probably going to have to cut it a little bit short. because I'm supposed to go get breakfast with the parents here. But let's get a couple more for you guys. This is the Everyday Tarot. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone is changing who they collaborate with or who they work with. This feels like letting go of a relationship that they've had for a long time with a Queen of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This to me is saying this person is no longer a wife. This person is no longer, a fiance. You have the Devil in the reverse, just as we did at the beginning. And I wanted to put it by the Dark Night of the Soul card. So somebody has let go of what was holding them back. King of Swords. And this is in the reverse with the Moon. This feels like someone realizing that they lost out because they were not willing to be honest. And they know with the Moon card that they have to change. They have to make some sort of, admission. They have to confess their feelings for this Empress, because even if they can't find a way to build a relationship with this Empress, they have to, for their own sake, be honest, right? Ten of Cups. Page of Cups in the reverse. Three of Swords. This person realizes that you would be able to build a really, really beautiful life together. But if they do not make an apology with this Page of Cups card, then they will be heartbroken. They will not be able to address or have closure in the situation if they don't come clean. So we have a major choice with the Lovers. Someone has to decide if they're ready to come forward and make an offer to this Empress, who they now see as this Queen of Swords, because they know there are boundaries. They know there's an understanding here that they have to be respectful and honest in this situation if they want it to move forward. So we have the High Priestess and the World both in the reverse. They're trying to surprise you, I think. With the World and the reverse, this is unfinished business. They don't want it to be over, but they might be trying to find a way to just show up. Knock, knock. Hey, what's up? It's been a while. I missed you. I also changed my life drastically for you. All right, we'll grab two more, and then I have to go eat breakfast or my parents will kill me. Oh, thank you so much, Pirate. You're so welcome, Lynn. All right, we've got the Star in the reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Someone feels if they don't heal the situation, they will only continue to lose. So, all right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'm going to go eat some, French toast or something. Hi, Mom. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you later. LOL, yes.